sleeping on true neutral here. So I think we're going to have a great match of Rocket League.
Well, you know what? There's only one way to find out, and that is to get into it. Your commentators, Jorby and Wavepunk. Enjoy.
Thank you so much. We got Alpine in the blue, true neutral in the orange, a best of 7 to go to the grand finals of Gamers Without Borders here. And it looks like we're starting off with a bit of true neutral pressure. Raise Bull, pick up the ball in the corner, and then dump it into the enemy territory. Picked up immediately by Magic Bear. Back in front of the box. Here comes Kinsey trying to give it to Jordan, but ends up to Shad. Shad with 19 boost after the flip reset. Not going to make use of it. We'll see Jordan punch it through the back line, and Raise Bull has to adjust.
And I do agree with you, Wavepunk, that Alpine have a very good chance in this match. This for me, for true neutral, it's the first real measurement we're going to get of how this team will perform come RLCS time, and really just against the mid-tier of RLCS in general. Alpine already being difficult to pop by. It's going to be up to true neutral to get a little more creative against this Alpine defense. I have a feeling they're going to be just as difficult as they were yesterday against Oxygen.
Here's Magic Bear through the sky. On the backboard, gets it off the back wall, but the defender's covering up well. Here's Jordan with a bit of space onto the backboard again. Tries to get out. Back, and he does get to it. I can't believe he even got a shot out of that, but Shad will defend the goal, keep it clean with 3:42 left to go in game 1.
Jordan was looking good yesterday, too. Definitely keep an eye on him. He might pop off again. Shad trying to cut off Alpine, but this has been a great opener for Alpine. Look at Jordan trying to get the flip reset, but AJG's all over him. True neutral have done well to keep them out of the net. AJG again on defense earlier, picking up the save for his team, but you're going to see more of that from Alpine.
Ball back into Alpine's back third. True neutral looking for pressure. Shad up for this, but defenders will beat him. Kinsey gets the ball back to midfield. A response from AJG looking for Shad out of the box, puts it onto the backboard again, and Jordan has a bit of space to work with. He'll get it to the outside wall. Kinsey picks it up. He's got a full tank of boost to push it back into the midfield. And Raise Bull through one. Here's Shad. Shot on target. Jordan gets it away. AJG up for the response, but doesn't make contact on the wall, and the ball bounces to midfield. The 50-50 goes in Raise Bull's favor. We'll approach halftime with nobody in the scoring department here for game number 1. AJG sending it onto the backboard again for Jordan to send to his corner.
Well, true neutral again, pulling off the ball and still going with this more relaxed rotation. It's definitely paid dividends for them in not getting scored on, but they also haven't done much past the midfield line. This pass to AJG is the play dies right there. That's what's happened on their last couple of pushes. Alpine making life a little difficult. Raise Bull does get a steal, maybe a dunk. It's going to be a dead play again. AJG will try to recover, maybe take advantage of a whiff, but Wave, I think this is about what we expected so far. Alpine defense pretty solid and really not that tested yet.
They've had very symmetrical rotations too. Most of the time we're seeing players being met at the point of contact, just challenge after challenge. Here's Raise Bull up against Magic Bear in the corner. Now we'll go in Raise Bull's favor. Jordan up to Magic Bear. Can he find Kinsey in the midfield? The AJG up to Raise Bull from the side. 3 players trying to block it. None of them are fast enough, and true neutrals on the board.
How does he find the one spot on the net where no player is? You got Jordan covering the far side, Magic Bear covering the middle, and then, Kinsey was on the back side, the far side, but everyone was just far enough apart. Nice shot, Raise Bull.
Well done. 1-0 now. 1:41 left to go. True neutral trying to set the tone here for this semifinal match. Jordan out of his corner, losing the challenge. Kinsey get through one, but loses ball control, and AJG picks it up, sends it to the sky. Now onto the backboard. It dismounts. Oh, big demolition onto Shad. Will remove the shooter, and they'll just take it straight downtown looking for the counterattack. Raise Bull has to loft to get that ball onto his backboard to take it away from Alpine. Shad now out of his corner into the side here, and a demolition on the Magic Bear will open up some space for Shad to move it to midfield. Now Jordan to Kinsey. No, his pass gets intercepted in demolition. Shad again finding Magic Bear on the back line. Important interception from Alpine to keep this away from being 2-0 into the final minute. They've kept the lead at just 1. True neutral with great presence and well-developed field positioning here late in game number 1 have really taken control. AJG keeping his ball in the back third, now into the box. No one's there for a shot, but Jordan can have to struggle to hold on to this, and Raise Bull just takes it back away from him. 40 seconds left. Alpine Esports got to get out of their own half.
This one comes for free, so it's not over for true neutral. Off the back wall, that one might do it. But again, getting in the way and stopping this Alpine transition. And Ray's Bull, in particular, has looked a lot better today. I felt like he was up and down in their match yesterday. Today, his touches have been consistent, and we'll see if that continues for the rest of the match. But it certainly affords True Neutral potential victory here in the final seconds.
10 seconds remaining. 1 goal game. They can play into 0-second time. Jordan will get the pinch into the corner with 5 left. He's got the boost as well, and tries to go for the fake on Shad, who just tackles him outright. The clock's expired. They've got to keep it up. AJG will look to kill it and put it into the ground here. Game number 1 going to True Neutral, a 1-0 affair. Very even game.
A much cleaner start than yesterday for True Neutral. When we saw them play against flashes of brilliance, we were getting pretty worried, especially because we expected them to dominate that series. They came out pretty flat, but not this time. They clearly, the respect is there for Alpine. They never got overly aggressive, something you see True Neutral do when they're just trying to force the issue and they're not really respecting the positioning of the other team. This time they were respecting positioning of Alpine, and you didn't see nearly the same, transition threat that Alpine typically had yesterday against Oxygen.
Yeah, no, I agree there, especially there in the end of the game where you've got a minute left, you've got to get away onto offense. Every time they were finding a decent clear, there was no follow-up at all. Very passive positioning there from Alpine. They're more defensively minded or struggling to really fill the tanks. I think the boost game is something I'm going to pay attention to moving forward, see if they're struggling there.
Yeah, and I was going to say, I think for Alpine, you got to switch it up and you got to start avoiding some of these demos, because especially in the last minute or so of that game, they were getting demoed. They couldn't get back. So difficult task here for Alpine, I think. It's a good start for True Neutral. Not a good pass, though, and is it punished? And grabbed on defense, but a double commit as well in front of the box. True Neutral get out of it. Wow.
The double commit, but I think that also baited in the third man from Alpine to fly at a high-risk shot there. Was out of position. Alpine's lucky they didn't get punished more than they did. Their entire team was retreating the moment that player missed the ball. And say here in the midfield, trying to go slow and put it underneath Shad. Shad somehow reads it, flicks it over the last defender onto the backboard, and Jordan will manage to get there in time to push the ball away. Block a follow-up. Here's Ray's Bull through the sky. He's got 2 defenders in front of him. Jordan will be the first to meet him. And now AJG with the follow-up. Magic Bear with the defense. With the defensive lines, and now the rotations from Alpine coming in. Jordan with a dribble in midfield again. Crossing midfield, we saw this yesterday. Jordan with a consistent trend of using all of his boosts just to get the ball across the midfield line. It buys his team lots of time. It doesn't require him to kind of go through this extra step of finding boost in enemy territory if he wants to continue to advance his team's positioning.
And that's absolutely fine to do. Look at that shot, Shad, getting the first goal for True Neutral. And how does this one come up? A nice stop initially by Shad. Ray's Bull getting that challenge. Jordan was coming back onto the ground, still recovering by the time that shot came. And even if he was in an okay spot, I mean, that's not where you want to be when a player's taking a shot from the box.
Definitely was a bit of a rotational. Rotation is the wrong word here. It's the way he positions and set himself up in net, kind of the follow through on the backside of his rotation, I think made it to where he wasn't set well. Difficult shot to block anyways, but here comes the counterattack on the other side. Alpine putting pressure on the net. Defenders get it out of the way. True Neutral doing a solid job keeping their net clean. Still keeping Alpine scoreless for the first 7 minutes of this series.
Oh, you're right.
JG putting this down.
I just hadn't even thought about how Alpine haven't scored yet in the match. True Neutral just looks so solid right now. You wanted a good barometer for how this team's going to perform in North America. I think you're getting a good first look at it here in these 2 games.
Insay trying to put pressure on as we're at halftime. Still just a 1-0 affair. We've said they are clean on defense so far, but they've only scored 1 goal a game at this point. And there goes the perfect record. Magic Bear from midfield finds the pinch and ties game 2.
A nice job by Magic Bear here. Product of a whiff. Oopsies. Ray's Bull, got to be a little more careful on your reads and don't give Alpine any freebies. It's already been difficult for True Neutral to find the back of the net. You can't let balls slip like that past you in midfield. Have to make sure the read is solid. And it's okay to stay down if you want to pull back and play a little more defensively. True Neutral would do. That shot just wide, and Alpine almost getting a second.
Jordan's up for the block here, keeping this ball in enemy territory. Magic Bear to close on this one, trying to get past 2 defenders. That would have been the entire True Neutral team beaten, but Shad's able to adjust, get back to midfield with the ball. and give it to Raise Bull. Now across the field, looking for midfield boost and maybe for a pass. Raise Bull chooses to take it himself, and Shad now has to fall back and pick this one up, block the go-ahead goal from just rolling into his net. Shad now down the field, AJG looking for bumps. Jordan's able to get it through at least one defender and then take out Raise Bull as well to open up some space. AJG trying to adjust here, gets bumped, but not before. He puts his full bumper onto the ball, and now into the box. Here's a shot. Oh, blocked by Magic Bear. Flip from AJG to put it back across the box, but no one's there to follow up on it. 1:23 left to go. Still tied, and Jordan's looking for the counterattack.
Oh, Shad able to take the ball away. A couple of quick opportunities for True Neutral, and they might get another one here. Raise Bull's got plenty of boost, uses the rest of it, gets the dunk high in front of the box. Jordan recovers, takes the play away from True Neutral, but still looking dangerous across the corner. And Shad, he doesn't really have anything in the tank here. Actually just get the ball back. True Neutral, again, just being able to possess the ball as well as they have, even if Alpine are finding those what's the word I'm looking for? Infrequent chances. It's still really impressive for me for True Neutral that they still retain so much possession of the ball, even in enemy territory, like we've seen them do several times now. Like right here, they've just been kind of, chugging along to the rhythm and going end to end in the blue half.
And Jordan won like 2 challenges in a row, and yet somehow still the ball did not make it out of his half, and this time the ball, luckily, not bouncing into their goal. Alpine nearly getting scored on one. Here comes Jordan on the other side trying to pinch it in. Can't get it around the post either. The ball nearly in both nets. Neither one finding the back. Here's Jordan. 13 seconds left. Overtime possibly in game 2. Here's Jordan on the far side with AJG. AJG will win the challenge. 7 seconds left as True Neutral challenges. Magic Bear back down. 2 seconds remaining. The clock gonna expire. Can Raise Bull send in the buzzer beater? Kinsey gets a block. Magic Bear up for the stop as well, but he puts it high. Jordan's gonna try and carry it over the defender. It's out to the side. AJG will get there. No. Overtime in game 2.
True Neutral just testing the backboard again and again and again, and it's not going to stop. Alpine have been good on those clears and keeping that ball out of dangerous spots, even when it's against the backboard. Jordan, especially on defense, gets it, but they got to be careful in this OT. True Neutral are looking hot.
Magic right to the outside. Now Jordan on the other side of the field with Shad. Sends it high along the wall. Kinsey will lose the challenge. Magic Bear going to have to adjust here as this one goes onto the backboard. He'll pinch it to his corner. AJG's there to meet it. Back to the box. He's got Shad in front of the play, trying to look for a shot, and he'll find to the far post. Oh! It takes the bounce, and Shad's there for the follow-up. 1:35 seconds into overtime. True Neutral's up by 2.
Oh, the nice pull-off. Fortune favors the bold, and True Neutral. Shad, that bounce, perfect. Sometimes you get those. And Wavepunk, I gotta say, I am impressed with how True Neutral have opened this match. They're not doing anything crazy. Yeah. And they're not going for like constant flip resets, the typical South American gameplay. They're really just trying to make sure that they're in for the next challenge. They're in position to have solid follow-ups, and then keep pressuring with the backboard touches and just slam onto the opponent's backboard as much as possible, and it's working to effect.
Here's the thing, that really is impressing me about True Neutral. When we see these top teams from the smaller regions play against the bigger regions, oftentimes we'll see like a change in pace, or like the things that they're able to do. They just don't have as much space to do things. The things that they're doing here that's really impressing me is in the challenge game, when it's Raise Bull versus Jordan, when it's Shad versus Magic Bear, we're seeing True Neutral come up with the challenge game more often. It's an area that generally the other regions are able to win. When it comes down to just you versus me, when we see South America and OCE going up against North America and Europe, usually I feel like the larger regions are winning the challenge game. Not happening here at all. True Neutral is doing an excellent job winning midfield control, taking the one-on-one challenges and keeping the ball in Alpine's territory, and it's given them a 2-game lead here in a best of 7. Alpine only 1 goal on the board so far. To be fair, True Neutral only 3 goals on the board, but that's all they've needed.
Yeah, and I mean, to add on to what you were saying about them being able to challenge the ball, they've also improved in the second part of that equation, which was the follow-up positioning, second man positioning, something that the main regions are so good at doing and have a really good idea of where they should be. It's something we've been consistently critical on about True Neutral and other teams in South America, but True Neutral are figuring that part of the game out, and that's a much more abstract part of the game that's tougher to be solid consistently at, but they're doing it in this match during Alpine.
Looking into game number 3. Keep an eye on man positioning, one of the most complicated things in Rocket League. How to position properly to be able to move back on the defense, but also support offense, depending on where you're needed. It's the most influx position. Going with a long monster clear to the enemy corner. Ray's Bull trying to respond, but Jordan moves up now to the sky. It's his flip reset, but is far away from the ball. He flips into it, just looking for a crazy read. Ultimately, Shad emerges with control. Magic Bear now through the sky. Finds Jordan in the backfield and gets a demolition. Shad did. Now Magic Bear putting the pressure on the other side, and Ray's Bull finds a save. True neutral going to try and push up more again with Jordan demolished once more. More and more physicality out of this true neutral squad.
Magic Bear flip reset from earlier. As Kinsey barely gets the block. They're in danger. Hang on a second. Shad, no boost. Tries to force the issue. Ray's Bull will collect the boost and make the read. Oh my goodness, got on top of it. It's going to create something out of nothing. Flip reset up for the pass. AJG is denied as the ball puts back into the corner by Alpine.
Good effort there, but... Shad back into the box here. Then continues. It's not over. AJG on the outside. He's going to lose control, and Jordan's going to try and just clear behind this 3-man line from True Neutral. Every player pretty committed, so an open backfield. But they race back. True Neutral keeps the speed up and matches the ball, so there's never really that opening. And Shad nearly with the dunk on Jordan coming off of his own backboard. AJG finally, the ball will beat something. He gets a pass. Jordan looking for a shot. Here's Magic Bear tried to find the demolition of the AJG, but there was no double tap from Jordan. So to halftime, still scoreless.
Ray's Bull having to grab that ball too. Alpine still haven't found that space from earlier. I was saying that Magic Bear flip reset attempt from about a minute ago now. That's the most space Alpine have had in this game. True neutral starting to feel more comfortable, getting demos, collecting that midfield boost, winning every challenge. The staggered rotation from Alpine is just putting them out of every play. They need a standout. They need a solo effort. They need something because nothing's working right now.
Oh, here comes the opportunities, but no, Magic Bear has to fall back. Great clear from True Neutral, buying so much space. AJG now on the wall. Magic Bear will bump him off of it. Comes Ray's Bull on the outside. He's got challenge from Kinsey. Gets it past 1 and now past 2. Here's AJG trying to beat Jordan, and Jordan will get a good piece of it. Back in the enemy territory. Shad out of his corner with Kinsey challenging him. It's through 1. Ray's Bull puts it behind Magic Bear, and Jordan has to move back. Simple touches there from Ray's Bull, completely dismantling Alpine's approach.
A great use to create his own space, too, on the backside. And he was able to find that lateral pass while the rest of Alpine were bearing down on him. Just that presence of mind to be able to slow the play down, create space, try to force the defense, or rather the attacking team into a bad challenge. And that's how they've got out of several of these tough spots that they've been in.
Now, True Neutral continues to win challenges in the enemy corner, one of the most, arguably the safest area in a very unsafe field for any team is their own corners. And here, True Neutral's taking away even that little bit of security. Ray's Bull through the sky onto the backboard, not going to have a follow-up, but the follow-up from his teammate. Oh, AJG just barely missing. Well, Shad missing. And here's AJG on the follow-up. We'll see some solid wins here from Magic Bear in the corner, but he's getting pounded by Ray's Bull from behind. Ball pitches back out to Jordan. A good opportunity. Sends it towards the goal. It's wide. 40 seconds left. 0 goals for either team in Game 3. Alpine still looking for that first win in the series.
Despite Alpine being unable to get anything done on offense, massive respect to their defense. Again, 2 days in a row where this has been the effect their defense has had, which has been low scoring, really tight games. And it gets tense, especially on defense. Kinsey out of boost. He needs some help. In the corner, another shot comes. You talk about those challenges in the corner. I think it's worked to such great effect because Alpine have been consistently low on boost. They just cannot win their corners effectively. And the complete miss. Ray's Bull tried to play it close, but Jordan was ready for it, and he plays, Kinsey on the backside.
Oh.
We'll get that touch out. I think we're in OT wave. Oh, wait.
Oh, they kept it alive here for a second, but they should bounce there. Oh, no, Jordan gets there in time. Magic Bear, it's over his head. Now we're into overtime. Close opportunities there for Alpine at the end of regulation. But going into overtime, we've already had 1 in this series. True Neutral took it in 35 seconds. Can Alpine flip the script on them and get on the board? They need this win. Alpine dropping a 3rd game here, tasked with reverse sweeping True Neutral. It's not something you want to have to think about.
Especially with how aggressive they are on those back walls. Like, they will stay there for as long as possible to make the play happen. And And they missed that corner boost there, but look, AJG picks up that one, and that's what Alpine have been dealing with. They get that long clear, but then both of their teammates are still on the back wall because they're in a defensive posture. They can't get anyone in midfield to actually challenge true neutral before they're already headed to the blue net. It's been difficult for Alpine, but they've gotten a few breakout opportunities. They have to find a way to create more.
Magic Bear with a little bit of space there, but he had to take the extra bounce to gain control, and it was enough time for Razebull to close the gap. Now Jordan through the sky is going to flip reset into this immediately, but loses the challenge. AJG looks for Shad in goal, doesn't find anything, wants to turn on this, but has to fall back to his own half, gets called off by his teammates. Now Kinsey into an empty backfield. Can he find the one shot? It's there. Oh, so close. Magic Bear going to try and clean this one up, but honestly, the freest net that Alpine has seen yet, just barely not able to put it between the posts.
Yeah, the freest, and that tells you how hard that shot was from Kinsey, too. It's difficult to get that read. You're asking for the widest possible angle. But maybe they caught him out. They did! Kinsey caught him running, and True Neutral have lost the game. Alpine stole it.
There was a double demolition, two players running into each other, and then the long-range shot here. Razebull's touch may be helping that in. I don't know. Either way, Alpine going to take that goal, take that win, and they'll see them improving to 1-2 here in the series, avoiding being on match point early. I think having that extra buffer game going up against a team that is as crazy as True Neutral right now, really important here for Alpine.
And we saw on the replay in slow-mo, you saw Kinsey's shot from earlier. He had no boost. He had to try to time it, and it just didn't work out for him. And then at the end, yeah, I think Razebull touch might have helped out a little bit. I don't think AJG or Shad were expecting it, that's for sure.
Maybe. It's funny. On the replay, I was like, no, again, I think it looks in. I don't know. We'll never know. We'll never know. It doesn't really matter, though, here, as we'll get into the next game already. True Neutral has certainly put it behind them. AJG to the outside. They look for the initial kickoff. Razebull into an empty backfield. The shot, I think, wide, but otherwise a scoring opportunity. True Neutral still looking for match point here after being so close there in Game 3.
We've seen True Neutral get creative in this tournament. Well, they might just pick up a goal here. Razebull picks up the poor touch and turns it into goal.
He certainly did. AJG able to pinch this with Magic Bear back in front of the goal, and then Jordan just not able to get any really meaningful piece of that. Flips backwards into it, not even using his back flip, just like flipping the car over. And basically no movement to the ball. Very easy read. True Neutral come in and take the shot. Early goal in Game 4.
Good starter for True Neutral. Like I said, on offense, they definitely prioritize playing cleanly and a more safe approach to not have their third be blown out as often as it has in the past. But they still have to be creative. We saw it yesterday against Flashes of Brilliance. They're capable of some sick passing in the blue half. They can put it together. They have to do it pretty consistently. They can get more shots on net, quality shots on net. Alpine's defense, they need that creativity to break by them.
A good break, a good counterattack attempt there. Jordan versus Shad, and he takes a mid-speed shot from midfield, very easily dealt with by Shad, and they lose that opportunity. Instead of the outside, trying to play defense. Jordan into the air. AJG's got the read first. They'll get bumped off the ball by Jordan's challenge, so he won't be able to immediately capitalize. And then Magic Bear winning some excellent challenges on the wall. Here's Shad, though, with a response. Back to AJG and into the midfield. Razebull going to be rotating out, so they won't have the three-man passing play. Now Razebull, long way down the field. Magic Bear into this corner.
Oh, you know, I can't blame True Neutral too much for trying to force the play in the corners because, again, Wave Punk, I feel like a broken record. Alpine's backboard defense is so solid. Even right there, there's just no holes on it whatsoever. Even when you try to get something set up, an Alpine defender is on the back wall ready to challenge you. It's been difficult for True Neutral.
No, this is the infield pass is really, I think, the strongest way forward for True Neutral. Keep the ball away from the walls, just pass to your teammates, but requires very specific positioning and a little bit of space too. This one makes it through two. AJG's going to be able to get it away. Somehow Jordan found a way through that front line. AJG's able to bail them out. Razebull now puts the ball in the midfield. No one else is home. Jordan's going to try and challenge, but loses the ball to AJG. Now Razebull off the wall. Trying to take it into the box. Gets a little bit of, gets a strange bounce by not touching it, letting it go off the corner. The Alpine defense is able to handle it. Oh, no, this is an open backfield. Kinsey is not going to miss. Tie game, Alpine.
Raise bull. Let your teammate go for this one. Don't jump for that. What are you doing? You don't have to go for it. You don't have to go for it. No.
It was not okay.
Dude, this is what got us team in trouble yesterday. I can't. Come on, Raise Bull. You just stay on the ground.
Right, a small mistake there, capitalized on by Alpine, and they'll tie up game 4. Here's Raise Bull. There's Jordan to the outside with Magic Bear in the midfield. We'll see AJ connect with Shad again, though. Alpine on the backboard and ready for it. Here's Jordan. Leaves the ball with space. Kinsey getting hounded here. He's just going to punt this onto the backboard and then chase it down himself, looking for a double tap, and gets it off the back wall. Oh, no. AJG's there to cover it up as the actual tap itself went straight onto the backboard once more. Here's AJG looking for a shot to the far side and puts it in. Finds the slot. True neutral back on top.
This time the backboard is starting to work here. Shad put a hard one on net, and Magic Bear came down, got harassed by Shad too, and was just zoned out of the play. Good luck getting to that save. You had an orange car in your face the whole time.
With 1:47 left to go, True Neutral have made up for the overlap that allowed the tying goal. Back from the box, Shad to the outside. Now Jordan to pick up this ball after Shad loses control. We'll drop it to Raise Bull, and now towards the backfield. Magic Bear with a miss. Raise Bull pass 2, and a 2-goal lead for True Neutral.
You know what, Raise Bull, you get that one back. That's fine. That's a great play. You got the space, you pop it over one, and just one little touch is all it takes to put it in the net. Raise Bull versus 3, I'm taking the Bull.
Man, that second touch where he kind of turns his car sideways and then backflips to get the ball past the second defender there, and then managing to somehow keep control afterwards. That's a sort of move that usually would mean, okay, I am no longer near the ball, and I'm just going to hope it goes in, but manages to get back to it and add one last touch to get it past the third defender. Brilliant stuff. Raise Bull putting his team up by 2, but it's going to be 1 as Magic Bear wins a challenge in the midfield, catches them with no one in the back, and it's a 1-goal game.
Gives Raise Bull a little similar one here. A nice close touch for Magic Bear. He knows he has Shad beat, but he has to be quick onto the ball. Gets down, uses his boost to recover, and beats Shad, who was playing in hurry-up mode as fast as he could. But that was a great play for Magic Bear, and that's the type of play that Alpine haven't really had. They haven't had that breakout effort. True Neutral make a mistake and they score, and that's fine, but True Neutral haven't made a lot of mistakes, so they have to find a way to break through it more, maybe with more Magic Bear plays like that.
Shad just taking his time, keeping the ball high in the sky. And I would be surprised if True Neutral really goes for a full-on time burn strat here, and they're not going to need to. They find a way through the back line, the defender downfield, or one player upfield going for Magic Bear, bumping him off of this play.
How does Raise Bull the one to score this? Like, he challenges that ball in midfield. It's double committed, and he's like, oh yeah, I have enough boost to completely flip around, recover, and oh, there's one more player to beat? Okay. He literally just 1v3 twice, man. Like, oh my gosh, Raise Bull, stop! They're all happening. They're already down.
We were talking about the last goal. Missed what happened here. They went for a fake kick. Wait, no, did he?
No,
yeah, I don't think he actually went for a fake. There's no way that's a fake kickoff. That's just a miss. It's just a miss.
Oh no.
Oh, that's okay. Alpine, forget about this game. This game didn't happen. Don't worry about it. Let's burn these 33 seconds, go to game 5 here. They will be up against match point, though. They gotta win 3 straight against a True Neutral that honestly has never looked better. This team is not showing any sincere, consistent weaknesses here. Just momentary lapses in judgment, maybe, that Alpine has been able to punish here. True Neutral, absolutely in control of the series. Dominating lead here in game 4. Alpine's got their work cut out for them in game 5.
Yeah, and this was the breakout game I was waiting for with True Neutral. I felt like it was only a matter of time with the way those first few matches or first few games were going, where they're just peppering the net with qualitative shots, not really concerned about the quality. Then they started to break down Alpine's defense by stealing away their boost. They make such an emphasis on collecting those corner boosts. I don't think a player, even in tight situations, they're always looking for those canisters. And if not, if the canisters aren't available, they're swiping the small pads. They're doing anything they can to deplete Alpine of every potential resource, and I think it really worked well in that game in particular.
True Neutral with everything in their pockets. One game away from the grand finals of Gamers Without Borders.
Again, I need to see Alpine step it up. You need some sort of solo effort, some kind of playmaking ability here. You had Magic Bear that got a nice challenge in midfield, but you weren't able to do anything with it afterwards. Kinsey, he's been pretty quiet. He's been solid on defense, but again, I haven't seen much of Jordan on offense since the very first game where he was playing on the opponent's back wall, finding some decent opportunities. Now they're triple committing in front of the box. Low boost, Magic Bear was able to flip over one, pop it again to try to put pressure on a True Neutral, which they might do.
Nope. Jordan. The ball slips past him. He's got to take it all the way back to his corner. There's AJ. Jordan will put it high and now takes to the sky. Jordan also with the car change here, switching to the Fennec after. Oh, what a shot! Oh, man, I wish that had gone in. That was the most powerful musty I've ever seen.
The more powerful the musty, I feel like the more chance you have to miss the shot. Like it's just
that's true of everything. I feel like the more powerful your thing is, the harder it is to control, right?
That's true. That's very true. Nice save from Raiseboy. Another good challenge. True Neutral all over the ball. A demo on the backside. Shot on target. And Shad has done it again. First goal for True Neutral.
The Fennec didn't make a difference. The musty not making a change here. Shad. Look at that. Out of the corner. Not upper 90. Top bar. Top shelf. So well placed. Dead center of the map. And True Neutral now. Up in game 5 with everything they need. Kinsey's going to try and change that here. Doesn't make contact. Here comes Magic Bear. No play. Jordan comes in on the follow-up. It took them 3 players just to get a shot. And finally, the defender's there for the third one.
Oh, how does that not go in for Alpine? And they're losing challenges. Raiseboy all over him, all over them here, in the corner. And AJG's like, I'm just going to take it myself on the back wall, or on the side wall. Magic Bear losing the ball, and, well, True Neutral, again, the control, shot underneath it. And Alpine are really stretching. Even when they finally get control, they get demoed off the play. Raiseboy 1 and 2 and 3. Raiseboy has done it. That was absolutely phenomenal.
Brilliant stuff here. I mean, he has a completely open net, and he knows it. So he's like, just take your time. Just take your time. You got this. You know, okay, the first touch didn't go in. It's all right. Get back to on the second one there. As long as it goes between the posts, you're scoring here. And not only did he put it between the posts, he puts it upper 90 as well. Still brilliant placement, just in case that last defender who rotated in at the last second could possibly make a diving save. 2-0 for True Neutral after the lead of last game. And this one doesn't go in. Kinsey's so close, but Shad denies. True Neutral starting to run away with the series.
And one mistake for Raiseboy in the last game has apparently unlocked his sixth sense. I don't know what happened in between the last game and this one, but he had enough of that. He got that own goal, and he's like, all right, I'm done playing like a fool.
Man, Alpine had the double demolition, took out 2 players in an instant, but the ball was so high they weren't able to touch it before the players were back on the field. Good opportunity created, but the positioning of the ball, neutralizing it. Here's AJG out of the wall, over to the side for Shad. Kinsey will get it past him. Now Shad looking for bumps on the back line of the defenders. Magic Bear getting in the way of one. Raiseboy through him. He's got Shad in the midfield. Jordan will keep it over on the wall.
I get real scared when I see Raiseboy get up on the corner like that. Oh, he got him!
Hey! Oh, finally, the pile of players over there. The ball went in somehow. Let's see. Jordan on the side, picks up the boost in midfield and is able to glide it past all the defenders there. Well done here. I'm telling you, the difference with Jordan is as he transitions onto offense, does he pick up boost? If he does, you better look out.
For sure. They need another one now. Let's see if this is the jump start that they need. But Magic Bear loses the 50. Well, maybe he wins the 50. Kinsey's got a clear look at it. Underneath, Jordan, flip reset. He's got the shot, but 2 are in net. And AJG cleans up the double commit from True Neutral to move back down the pitch. Magic Bear again wants to punch it downfield. Maybe he has the read. He's got a demo to open up the space. The shot's on target. Saved. Here's another one. Saved. True Neutral. Keep Alpine down by 1. Holy moly.
Get out of town. How is Raiseboy this good? The first stop, fine. The second one, insane. I don't understand how he's playing this well on both sides of the ball right now. 1:20 left to go. True neutral denying a critical goal. That honestly might be the moment that this series is over. If
the moment the series was over was when Red Bull owned gold.
Like, right?
Scored like, what, 4 or 5 goals since then? Holy crap, man.
Unlocked his true potential. Here's Jordan trying, but Red Bull denies. 1 minute remaining towards the goal. Kinsey will get it away. Magic Bear out of the side. Still only trailing by 1. Things not over for Alpine. But things going to be... You got to keep away those defeated thoughts after 3 really excellent opportunities in this game that have all been denied. AJ keeping the ball close to himself, and look at him win the challenges in the corner. Shad not able to move in quickly enough to get the shot, but the damage already done. 30 seconds left. True neutral pressuring, looking for some security here.
You know, there was a previous version of Shad where he didn't know that he could pull off of a challenge, and now he's pulling off of it all the time. And Raisable made it savable, but AJG, or Shad won't, excuse me. AJG was there along for the ride, but all in all, it's Shad's goal.
You got the lead on match point, and you're crashing the box like this. Look, all 3 true neutral players right there around the Alpine goal. 19 seconds left, up by 2. Things starting to look grim for the Goats. Raise Bull. Up on the kickoff, AJG will get bumped off it, but Shad closes in, and it's Shad versus Kinsey here. He'll get the challenge neutral to the edge, but Alpine's got to get control quickly here, and True Neutral's not giving it to him. 9 seconds left. Jordan needs to score on this touch. It is a good opportunity. Oh, it's so close, but not going to happen. The time will expire. True Neutral come up in solid fashion and advance to the grand finals of Gamers Without Borders.
That is the performance that you want to see from True Neutral. You don't want to see them flounder against flashes of brilliance / 72-pin connector. You want to see them take these mid-tier teams where people think they are and be at least competitive. Well, I got news for you, Wave Punk. They weren't just competitive. They, especially in the last half, really dominated Alpine in every phase of the game. The only thing Alpine had going for them was their defense. Their back wall, backboard defense was solid almost the whole way through. But then, well, Raise Bull happened and absolutely decimated their defense. That was some impressive stuff from True Neutral.
Look, I think that they are well and truly deserved their place in the grand final. They've shown us a pretty decent performance yesterday and now backing it up here today. What's the big takeaway for Alpine here, Wave Punk? I think that, you know, there are some takeaways, but it does not feel like it was... It never felt like they were in the series, not at least from the way it looked on the outside.
Yeah, I mean, the first few games were really close, and the thing that the takeaways for Alpine here is you don't need to work on your defense. You're doing solid. You got the defense on lock. You got to find a way to be more productive on offense. We saw at least in that final game, at least 3 opportunities of them pushing down the field, really loose defense from True Neutral, and it took them all 3 players just to get a shot on target, and then the shot was well defended. And that third time, they did actually was the final 2 touches were both shots, and Raise Bull just did magical things there. But I do think that offense is the key here for Alpine moving forward. That's what they need to focus on to improve, because that was where they lost the game. They were fine in their own half. They knew how to handle an aggressive True Neutral team. They just couldn't put the ball in the back of the net.
Dude, all I'm saying is this is day 1 True Neutral. Like, they're only going to get better from here. And I'm so excited to see them in the grand finals and beyond. True Neutral, I think, are living up to all the hype we've been giving them.
Yeah, and it kind of felt like in the last 2 games specifically, you know, True Neutral just turned it on. And, I mean, specifically, it felt like Raise Bull was having a massive impact there, Jorby. I'm sure when the MVP comes out, we'll most likely be seeing his name. We'll talk about him if that comes around. But I am curious to hear, well, they've beaten me to it. Production are too much on the ball here, Jorby. Those last 2 games specifically really just popped off.
Yeah, absolutely. He got that he's always flip resetting. I guess that doesn't really matter, but he had 2 1v3 plays after he had owned gold, taking advantage once of a Alpine double commit, and then just kind of being Raise Bull on the other ones. He was impossible to stop in the last half of that match, and I was criticizing him because I'm like, Raise Bull, you're better than this. You played like poop yesterday, all right? And you're playing a lot better today. You looked a lot better today, so that's all I got to say.
You agree with that, Wave Punk?
I loved him. It was wonderful. I mean, for me, really, it was that defensive stand at the very end of Game 5 there. Like, that was the moment the series was completely over for me. When Alpine wasn't able to score, when they had them that dead to rights, and Razebull pops off to get that second save in a row, that was the moment that the series was completely over. Razebull took this series in hand and pulled his team into the finals.
Yeah, now, Jorby, looking forward, I mean, like, you know, was there, well, not looking forward, still looking at this game in particular, was there any aspect of the game that Alpine won? You know, it felt like the challenge game, the demo game, everything was going True Neutral's way.
Yeah, I think, like Wave said, the only thing that Alpine really had going for them was their defense. And even then on defense, like, they did a poor job of securing their own boosts. They couldn't put clears into space. There was always a player on True Neutral ready to receive it and keep midfield and beyond locked down. More credit to True Neutral on that than it is to Alpine's detriment, though.
Yeah, that's always the big question, isn't it? Is it, you know, the lacking department from Alpine, or is it the positive from True Neutral? Let's have a look at the play of the match. And Wave Punk, since me and Jorby just went back and forth, I'll let you have this one. You can open things up here once we see which play it actually is.
Oh, let's see here. It looks like this one is Razebull with a crazy save, and then the second one there. That was the moment I said the series was over. Was Razebull finding this? The first block's understandable. The second one somehow getting back, and part of that is Alpine not placing the shot well. There's an entire area of the map that Alpine can't cover, or that Razebull can't cover there. But still, getting back in time, not giving up the play, understanding I've made one block, I have to get my all four wheels back on the ground, get full traction, full grip, and get back around because I'm gonna have to make a read here in the next split second, and he did exactly that. It was brilliant.
Yeah, looking pretty good and locked down, I guess you could say. Now let's have a look at the bracket, as we only have one more semi-final to go. And I mean, it's kind of crazy, the fact that we're already at the end of the night. It is going to be Phoenix taking on Exet. The winner of that, Jorby, will be going through to face True Neutral. And I think the big question is, do either team have a hope against a team like True Neutral in this form?
I think Charlotte Phoenix have a sub in today. I believe it's Delta, who's not here. And then I had it right next to me. Fraptor will be subbing in. So I haven't seen a lot of Fraptor, but I think that really puts the ball in Xset's court with Gyro, and I think they looked good yesterday. I may expect Xset to continue that here.
Would you say that even prior to that, Wave Punk, that maybe Xset was the better looking team?
You know, your question about the finals, to me, this is at this point, this is just the battle for who's going to lose to True Neutral in the finals. Okay, it's just that one-sided at this point. Except Charlotte Phoenix, I'm excited to see either of them play, but at this point, yeah, playing with the sub here, I think I'm going a little bit more on Exet's side.